What is good, everybody? Welcome back to LTQ Wrestling Podcast. This is going to be the Survivor Series WarGames prediction video. Looking like a really good card. I ain't gonna lie. 5 matches, the Triple H special. I know a lot of y'all hate it, but it's the Triple H special. 5 matches on the card. The WarGames matches are going to be long. We have 3 title matches to go along with it. So let's get into it. Braun Breaker against Ludwig Kaiser against Sheamus for the Intercontinental title. Triple threat. It's been a little bit of a feud between Braun and Sheamus. Then there's been a feud between Ludwig Kaiser and Sheamus. And now Braun's, PO'd at Ludwig Kaiser for interfering in his match. So they all three have a little bit of a feud going on here. And I'm glad to see Ludwig Kaiser involved in something, right? Because he's kind of just been Gunther's side helper for a while. Now he's getting a chance to show what he can do as a singles competitor. He's involved in a big program with, two great competitors in Sheamus and Braun Breakers. So that's good to see. Now, would I love to see Sheamus win this match? Absolutely. He's the one title he's never held in his career. Sheamus is one of my favorites. I think he's had a heck of a career in WWE, Hall of Fame career, and him becoming a Grand Slam champion just adds the accolades for him. But Braun Breaker just recently won the title back against Jay. His first run wasn't really that long. I think the second time around, he's going to have maybe a 6 month to a year title reign. We'll have to see, though. But I do think Braun Breaker wins here and holds the title for at least 4 to 5 more months. Now, 6 months from now, could I see Sheamus winning this championship against Braun Breaker? Absolutely, absolutely. I definitely could. But right now, just do not see it happening. And I see a Braun Breaker win. I think it's going to be a physical, hard-hitting triple threat match. Unfortunately, they probably won't get a lot of time because there's so many other matches on the card that are going to get a lot more time. But you give these guys 10 to 15 minutes, they ain't going to disappoint. So Braun Breaker gets the win. I'm not sure who takes the pin here. Could see Ludwig Kaiser taking the pin, but maybe Sheamus takes the pin. We'll have to see. So Braun Breaker for me in this match. Now we got LA Knight against Nakamura, who recently made his return for the U.S. Championship. And it's good to see Nakamura back. Is he going to win this match? Probably not. Maybe. It could be a possibility. It does suck seeing Nakamura come back and lose his first match back. Kind of unfortunate, but at this point, I'm just happy to see Nakamura back on TV because I heard a report a few months ago of WWE like not having any creative plans for him or AJ Styles. I'm just like, okay, come on. Like I know these two guys are getting up there in age, but you don't have anything for Shinsuke Nakamura, AJ Styles, Triple H, nothing. You can't put these guys in a mid-card program. Just have them, down NXT to do some stuff. Maybe even send one of them to TNA to work somewhere. Like there's options for these two, and it's just good to see Nakamura finally make his return. He attacks LA Knight. Unfortunately, he's gonna have a different entrance music, which with Def Rebel, I'm really scared to hear what the hell that even sounds like. But we'll find out probably at Survivor Series WarGames. I'm going to say LA Knight retains here. Doesn't really make sense to have Nakamura win it right now. Now, would I like to see Nakamura get another U.S. title run? Yes, but LA Knight's too hot right now to really have just Nakamura beat him. And that's not a knock on Nakamura. It's just, would it make sense to have him come back and win it when he hasn't been around in so long and he hasn't really been relevant in a while? And that sucks to say because I had a lot of hope for Nakamura when he came out of NXT. But I think the language barrier really held him back, and Vince just didn't really see much in him. And I know Triple H likes Nakamura. Maybe he was just finding the right time to have him come back or something. I don't know. But he just has not been very important for a while now. So maybe this feud would be the feud that gets him boosted back up to being more important. Even if he loses, at least he's in a feud with LA Knight, who's one of the hottest stars in the company. So LA Knight gets the win. Not sure how good the match is going to be. I know Nakamura can work. LA Knight's a solid worker. He does need to stop doing that top rope suplex where he jumps up there. He's botched that like 3 times in the last few months. Just retire it, bro. It's okay. We don't need to see it that bad. We see Braun Breaker do that, or something similar to that. So none of us are tripping that you ain't gonna do that anymore. But I do think it's gonna be a solid match. LA Knight retains. So the next match, Damian Priest against Gunther. Now I've really liked the build up to this match. I do think it's been a very, very good build up. I like how they're making Gunther look vulnerable, like he doesn't have a lot of confidence. His aura's gone. Like, what is going on with Gunther? He doesn't seem like that cocky ring general. I'm the best in the world ever since he lost to Cody. And I think that's good. It adds more to his character that, man, I took a loss. Now what? What's next for me? What is next for the ring general? I lost to the other world champion. I'm not the best world champion right now. Even he said it. Cody beat him fair and square. It wasn't like it was a BS win or anything. He beat me fair and square. Even though it was a roll up, it's still a pin. So I do like that side of Gunther. Damian Priest, I'm glad they're still having him in the main event. I was worried he might fade off a little bit and just become another guy. And I'm interested to see how they book Priest after this feud with Gunther, because it's like, okay, he lost another world title match. This is his rematch. And what's going to be next for Damian Priest? I've heard a lot of rumors that they're trying to give him a more different type of gimmick that's away from Judgment Day, which they should. He's done with Judgment Day. Let him move on and really just develop his own character. And then I've seen like articles or images of like a mask they're going to have Priest start wearing. And maybe he debuts at a Survivor Series WarGames. And like he's just going to be like his own badass baby face. He doesn't need to be an ass kisser or anything like that. He's just a badass who's like, I'm fighting for myself and my people and everything else. So I really like this Damian Priest. I like this whole story. I do see Gunther retaining. I don't really see him losing right now. Probably not till WrestleMania if he loses to John Cena, if that's the plan they go. I mean, him and Cody are probably going to hold those titles for a minute, which it sucks as a lot of us know that because it makes these matches a lot more predictable, obviously. But I mean, I don't really mind it. I think this match is going to be very good. I really enjoyed their SummerSlam match. I thought it was one of the best matches of the night, if not the best of the night. So I think this match is going to be no different. I think they're going to get at least 15 to 20 minutes to go out there and put on a show. And both these guys are fantastic workers. And, Gunther gets the win, retains, and the ring general keeps on rolling. He gets his confidence back. And will they continue this feud after this? We'll see. There's been a lot of rumors about Gunther's potential next feud, so we'll have to see if they go through with that. But overall, can't argue that this has been a great booked feud to this point. So let's talk about the two WarGames matches. The women's WarGames, looks like Bayley's going to take Jade Cargill's spot. She has a real injury, going to be out at least 3 months or more, which is unfortunate. So you got Rhea Ripley, Naomi, Bayley, Bianca Belair, and Io Sky against Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Candice LeRae, Nia Jax, and Tiffany Stratton in the WarGames. Bayley's not officially confirmed, but since she helped Bianca Belair, I mean, it's safe to assume she's going to be the 5th member of the team, replacing Jade Cargill. So which team do I see winning this match? Honestly, I can see it going either way, but I'm going to go the heel team wins because I think there's going to be somebody who turns their back on one another for the face team. Naomi's been, talked about. Maybe she attacked Jade Cargill. Maybe Bianca attacked Jade Cargill. Could we see a Naomi heel turn? Could we see a Bianca Belair heel turn, which a lot of fans have been wanting for a minute? I think one of those is a possibility, and that affects the ending of this match, and the heel team gets the win. A lot of talented women in this match, obviously. I think it's going to be a very good women's war game. There's going to be a lot of cool spots, cool moments. I could see Io Sky, excuse me. I'm still calling Io Shirai sometimes, and my bad on that. But I see her doing a moonsault off the war games, maybe some other cool stuff. I think it's going to be just a hard-hitting, physical move, exchange, weapons being used, all that stuff. I think it's just going to be a war. Obviously, it's war games. So I'll go with the heel team gets the win. We see a betrayal, and that leads to more stories after this match. And I've seen a lot of fans saying, like, why is Candice LeRae in this match? And, Candice LeRae is a great worker. I know she hasn't been booked the best on the main roster, and then they released Indy Hartwell, and she's, been doing kind of in and out, not really doing a whole lot. But she's a great worker, and it's good to see her involved in one of the most important matches on the card. So for all you fans out there saying, oh, why is Candice LeRae in this match? Come on, man. I mean, who else would they really get at this point? So ain't really mad. So this is probably going to be the main event, it's going to be the main event, the men's War Games match. CM Punk, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Sami Zayn, and Roman Reigns against Bronson Reed, Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga Tungaloa, and Jacob Fatu. Now, the story built up to this match has been remarkable. Everything about it, the twists and turns. Was Seth Rollins going to join the OG Bloodline team? No, he's not. CM Punk takes his spot. I've said this before in some of my TikToks and shorts. I think that's going to add more to this match and more to this feud in the future between Rollins and Punk, where Rollins is going to say, oh, you're stepping in as the big guy now. And Punk can just say, listen, they asked you. You said no. I stepped in where I was needed. And I helped out a friend in Paul Heyman. So that is going to be very enticing to see how they add that into that feud. But Punk being in the match, I've heard some complaints about why is he in it. I get the argument. It should be a 4v4 War Games match. I definitely could get that argument because the story's been built around 4v4. Is Bronson Reed and Punk really needed in this match? I could get that argument. But it adds more intrigue. Is Rollins going to get involved and screw Bronson Reed and take him out of the match? Because Rollins, I think, is going to make an appearance on the show. He's too big of a star not to. Is he going to get involved? Is he going to be having something go on with CM Punk where he's like, why are you in my business? Or why are you taking my spot and all this? Maybe they have a stare down. Who knows? There's a lot of possible scenarios. Now, Bronson Reed and Jacob Fatu being on the same team is a cheat code. Those are two guys who are very hard to take out. It's going to be very tough for the OG team to really take both them out, but I think they're going to be able to do it. Now, I think the new bloodline could use a win more here, but I don't see them winning here. I mean, look at the OG bloodline team. You got Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn, the Usos, and CM Punk. I mean, that is like a super team if you ever thought of one right now in WWE. I don't really see how they lose this. Now, is there trust issue between Punk and the Bloodline? Yes, I think on SmackDown they're going to address a little bit. He's obviously doing a favor for Paul Heyman. I think that's why it makes a lot of sense that he's in this match because he's very close with Paul Heyman. And, you know, him and Paul Heyman had a segment with the new Bloodline earlier in the year. So that makes sense here. He doesn't have a history with Reigns, at least currently, to say, oh, I can't trust you. I'm not doing this match like Rollins did. So I'm going to go the OG Bloodline get the win. And it's tough because I think, again, Solo and them could use a win here. I know they won at Crown Jewel, but this is like a big match. If they get a win here, it could really help them. But Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, just for me, feel like weaklings compared to everybody else in this match. I'm not saying they can't get some offense, but one of them are probably going to take the pin. And it's like, to me, who on the OG team is realistically outside of Jimmy going to take a pin right now? Jay's too hot. Reigns definitely, and he got pinned to Crown Jewel. Punk's not taking the pin. Sammy maybe, but like Jimmy and maybe Sammy, the only two. On the other team, you got Tonga Loa and Tonga Tonga to take the pin, so it doesn't hurt Fatu, it doesn't hurt Bronson Reed, it doesn't hurt Solo. So that's the direction I see them going. I see Tonga 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 Loa getting hit with a finisher, and the OG bloodline stands tall, and maybe in the future we get a Roman Reigns and CM Punk feud. I think that would be very, very good. Can't wait to see that. So that'll be it for this predictions. I'm looking forward to this show. Hopefully you guys are too. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this show, what match are you looking forward to the most, and what are some of your predictions. Make sure to like and subscribe. Peace.